Hello, thank you so much for joining me. And I want to talk a little bit about imagination. I've covered this in the past, but with a different spin on it. Being out in nature, I think it was, and allowing your imagination to take reign there as well. But this time, I'm thinking of when we are maybe in a quiet mood, maybe a little bit concerned. I'm a bit concerned because Mishka's just jumped up on the stool. Please don't use the camera stand as a strokey thing. No, come on my knee. No. Okay, so I like to reminisce and use my imagination about past times, filling in the gaps for the actual factual things. But I also like to use it for the here and now. And one of the things that I find helps me with that, my lovely crystal bracelets. I use these to get the thought process, get the imagination flowing. My amethyst. Not showing up very well there, but they are clear and shiny. And you can see the thread through the middle of them. And that reminds me of people in general that allow you to see inside them, to see the real them. So many of us hide that. But when you come across somebody who is open and you can see their true self, they remind me of that. And my brownie ones, my rhodonite, they actually stand for calmness and compassion. And I've told you before that I do just run my fingers over them. But these set me thinking about people in general, not en masse like the amethyst. They are slightly different colours, slightly different sizes and shapes. So if you enlarge that difference would be seen more so. But there's some who are darker, some who are lighter. That one's a little bit smaller. People are different. We are different. And just as you accept that bracelet as a whole thing, oh, that we could accept human beings in the same way. And my last one is my howlite. And this is for calmness at times of stress. Mainly white, but some are almost completely white, and others have more of the dark grey threading through them. And that leads me to think about the people that they're always on the sunny side. Others, many clients that I've met, always look on the dark side of things. And I like to sort of go around and see where I would fit in on each day, how I'm feeling, and then remind myself that that is to help me be calm. So that's just another way of using my lovely bracelets. And I will put the link through on the blurb underneath. And if you do order them, just please let them know where you've seen them. But I also love the little picture of the otter on the silver little dangly bit. And again, that can be complete escapism for me, because I just look at that and I imagine the otters in the water doing what sea otters do, swimming in the sea kelp. And that's a different kind of use of imagination. But people say, well, I haven't got much of an imagination. We all have, but many of us don't bother to apply it. I mean, if you read a book, I imagine what those characters look like, what their setting is like, what their home is like, if that's included. And if there's a rough description, I'll include that, but then add my own imaginary setting and features, etc. And that's annoying when they produce a television or a film piece on the book that I've read, because they'll be going through the film and she doesn't look like that. He's not like that. Oh gosh, no, that house wouldn't be anything like that. So at times like that, I have to just set it aside. But the main time that we can use our imagination can either be for really bad or really good. And that's if we're anxious, if we're worried about something, and we go down the what ifs. And chances are that if you're doing that, the majority of those will be down the negative end. What if things go wrong? What if it all falls around my ears? What if it doesn't work out? What if? And that brings on the physical stirring of the stomach, head pounding and mouth dry. As I've said, not too long ago, I was talking about that. But that's only your imagination. It's not based on fact. It's not true. But if you say it long enough and loud enough, then you believe it. But use your imagination to go down the positive side. What if I do that really well? How will I feel? What will happen? Gosh, yeah, that would be great. And maybe it's an illness and you're waiting for test results. It's all too easy to go down the negative side there, and worst case scenario. But you don't know. You don't know until you get those results. So why make things worse by worrying? Instead, well, could be negative, could be fine. Could be that they say, yeah, that's absolutely okay. And that would help you get through. Okay, when you come to the actual appointment day, then you will probably get a bit more anxious. But that waiting period, if you use that positive what if and forget about the negativity. People always assume that a what if comes with a negative tail to it. But no, give it a nice, fluffy, feathery, positive one. And it really does help. So have a think about how you use your imagination. Don't say you haven't got one, because you have. And make it work for you. What if I have a try at that? Okay. Oh, I'll make a right mess of it. What if I have a try at that? Do you know, I could find that I enjoy it. Even if it doesn't work out, I'll have learned something from it. So put on that positive spin. Thank you for joining me. I will go and sort out Mishka, who is trying to scratch the stool, which isn't a very good idea. Oh, it's because he's got one of his toys stuck underneath. Thank you for joining me. Take care of yourself. Positivity rules, okay? Bye for now. Speak to you soon. Bye.